What's up, Roos? It's your boy Jacob Lee, and welcome back to another episode of RooNews, UMKC's one and only news broadcast show. We're here to bring you the latest news from around campus and Kansas City every Tuesday. To start, here's an update on the active COVID cases around UMKC. UMKC currently has 53 confirmed cases since students started moving into the dorms on August 17th. Kansas City, Missouri itself has 9,903 lab-confirmed cases and 101 deaths due to the coronavirus. Sweeney Recreation Center has been a campus hotspot for the virus, with 17 confirmed cases of COVID-19 among student athletes and staff. Director of Athletics Brandon Martin responded by suspending all athletic practices, workouts, and in-person meetings for at least 2 weeks, according to a UMKC report. Students in the Conservatory have faced unique challenges while pursuing their education during the coronavirus pandemic. We turn to RooNews reporter Alexander Paul for more.
Hi, I'm Alexander Paul with RooNews, and the Conservatory has faced difficulty learning during COVID-19, and I interviewed students and faculty on what they are doing to overcome those issues.
So we just had our choir practice in a parking garage. Super fun. Made some great progress. I love the acoustics in here.
Me too, honestly. We had an SATB rehearsal for concert choir where it's everyone in the space, and we meet online on Mondays and Wednesdays, and so I really enjoy being able to come and see people face to face that I've been working with on Monday and Wednesday, but we come together on Fridays.
Exactly.
It's like the highlight of my week, honestly.
Having to sing and speak through the mask requires more effort than we normally would use to be able to project our voices. And so our singers learning habits that are going to be difficult for them to be able to break, and are they things that are not going to be helpful for them as singers?
So just trying to find a practice room that I feel safe and comfortable in, to take off my mask and just play the oboe is a little challenging, and plus everyone uses them. There are only so many practice rooms to use on campus, and it makes it very challenging.
With piano, my experience specifically, I have a professor named Karen Savage that teaches me piano. Shout out to Karen. But she's really good about, we essentially just have a screen between us, and we are each on a piano, so she can play something and I can play it back.
That's awesome.
And then the first thing you do when you walk in the room is sanitize your hands immediately, because when you're playing the piano, they want it to be clean.
I'm Alexander Paul, and back to you, Jacob.
Thanks, Alexander. With many small businesses unable to stay afloat this year, Kansas City has used the Minority Business Resiliency Grant to bolster the heart of our economy. Wise Writers and Speakers was one such business that was given a microgrant to keep their doors open. Wise Writers and Speakers is a freelance writing practice in which the owner, Tina Medina, writes grants, business proposals, and business plans. This independent practice had a hard time staying open during the lockdown, even with Medina's 35 years of experience in journalism, business, and sales. However, with the microgrant given by the city, Medina was able to stay afloat and keep herself and other businesses open. With 4 coronavirus cases in the Atterbury Student Success Center, some students living on campus have questioned whether or not the safety precautions in the dining hall are enough. We turn to RooNews reporters Cece Campbell and Sarah Battle for more.
Hi, I'm Cece Campbell, and I am at Oak Street Hall to discuss with students how they feel about the safety precautions at the dining hall.
I've actually noticed quite a lot of safety precautions, such as you always have to wear your mask except when you're actually eating at the table. All the tables are distanced, all the chairs are distanced from each other. There's a limited amount of people able to sit at the table, so there's actually a lot of requirements and procedures being implemented in the dining hall.
I think the safety precautions at the dining hall are effective because we have way less COVID cases than most other universities do right now, and if people weren't following the precautions and the precautions weren't effective, that would be a very different number than it is.
I do feel pretty safe eating at the dining hall, considering the fact that all the tables are super spread out. Everyone is very respectful of the guidelines of the hall, and everyone wears their masks, and everyone just picks up and leaves. They don't linger around that long.
Thank you so much for everyone that was a part of this interview, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Cece and Sarah. The National Science Foundation recently awarded $100,000 to a research conference hosted by UMKC. The conference, titled Integrating STEM Education Research Collaboration for Regional Prosperity, will take aim at developing a stronger STEM workforce in the greater Kansas City area. The 3-day conference will be hosted this next spring and will bring together faculty from different disciplines, entrepreneurs, and civic leaders to present research on the growing challenges in the STEM community. We now turn to Sarah Battle for sports.
The football season has begun with an interesting start. On Thursday night, the Chiefs beat the Houston Texans 34-20. As usual, Patrick Mahomes was the star of the night. This was a great win for the Chiefs, but the entire night was not a complete success. Chiefs fans are under fire after booing during a moment of silence for racial injustice and against racism. In similar news, the Chiefs painted "End Racism" and "It Takes All of Us" at the Arrowhead Stadium end zones. Everyone's favorite quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, has received an insurance policy along with his $503 million contract. This policy ensures that if Mahomes were to suffer an injury that would take him out the game, Kansas City will be able to recoup some of this money. That's it for sports. Back to you, Jacob.
Thanks, Sarah. That's all we have for you this week. Don't forget to subscribe to Roo TV and make sure to follow RooNews on Instagram and check out unews.com for more news from around campus and Kansas City. This has been Jacob Lee with RooNews. Stay safe, stay clean. Catch you next time, UMKC.